Hey YouTubers, this is KingLink86, aka Raymond. Now, by a request of a subscriber, Gaming, he loved how I did the commentary on my review of Creed. He wanted me to do a review on The Dark Knight as how I liked the film. Now, when he said Batman The Dark Knight, I don't know if he meant this one or the other one. But hey, I'll talk about both. Now, The Dark Knight. Man, what a movie. You know, what's great about this is that Heath Ledger has evolved the Joker into the psychotic killer clown that we've known and loved. You know, what's interesting about this is that I didn't think anybody could pull off the Joker look. When Jack Nicholson played the Joker in the 80s Batman movie, directed by Tim Burton himself, who is best known for directing Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, what's interesting about Tim Burton is that he took a television show, The Batman, has evolved it into a strange, different world on how we see him. Now, Michael Keaton, in my opinion, was the best Batman. He played him twice, which was the most that someone has played Batman, but that's when Christian Bale came in the picture, which he played 3 times. Now, Tim Burton's Batman was the #1 in the box office of that year. And now, what was interesting is that when I heard the news that Heath Ledger was going to play the Joker, I did not think that he would pull it off. But boy, was I wrong. I was wrong completely. Wow. What was sad about it is that after when the movie was done, he passed away. He died of a drug overdose. They found him in a hotel room, dead, with pills all over the place. And that was very sad because what was interesting about this film, everyone applauded, not because that this was a great Batman film, was that Heath Ledger has proven to be the best Joker out of Jack Nicholson and the oldest one from the television show. But hey, I still believe that Heath Ledger's still a good Joker, but Jared Leto will play the new Joker in the upcoming film Suicide Squad. And I'll be the judge on that one. But now, let's talk about The Dark Knight. Now, what's interesting about this film is that it became darker. The movie was rated PG-13, and it was almost a rated R film because of language and how the Joker killed people and everything. But you know, I took my little brother to see this film, and he hated the Batman movie. But what was interesting was that scene when he did the pencil trick, I'm going to make this pencil disappear, and grab the guy and bam, that really scared the hell out of me, and so did my brother. But what was interesting about Heath Ledger doing this scene, when he told him how he got the scars, I happened to look on my right shoulder, seeing if my brother was getting the story. He was like that. I was like, wow. I mean, how did Christopher Nolan was able to come up with this script and everything? The writers, whoever did this, they were geniuses. They were really, really great people who made a terrific film. But you know, this movie had really good sayings and quotes, like from Harvey Dent, played by Aaron Eckhart. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He said, "You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain." And boy, what did that saying go through? What's sad was that Harvey Dent did die a hero, but he was the villain. How he became Two-Face was incredible. I mean, seeing how they used computer animation, but they put dots on his face, and they designed his burnt up look. And that scared me. It was like, wow. I mean, how they're able to come up with that, it was amazing. But compared to him and Tommy Lee Jones, Two-Face in the movie Batman Forever, Aaron Eckhart pulled this off in The Dark Knight. He really did. As for Tommy Lee Jones, hey, don't get me wrong. Tommy Lee Jones is a great actor, but his Two-Face was a little over the top. Like I said, all the Batman films were great from Tim Burton, but when this new director Joel Schroeder, whatever his name is, I can't say his last name to tell you the truth, it all went downhill. It really did. When Batman Forever came out, they said that the only reason why Batman Forever did a really good job was because of one person, Jim Carrey, who played the Riddler. And he was born to play that role. Now, the real reason why Tim Burton did not want to do another film, when they decided to bring Robin in, and guess who they wanted to play Robin? This was Tim Burton's choice. Marlon Wayans. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's like, why would you try to ruin it by doing all this and trying to bring Robin back? Now, the one thing, I've read a lot of controversy about that choice because he's a black guy, and as we all know, Robin is a white man. But that's the thing about whoever decided to choose the choice for Robin. He got a lot of bad press after that. And after that, Tim Burton backed out on the Batman film. So that's where Joel came in. And that's when they started Christian Bale to play Robin, of course. Now, I've seen a lot of good Batman films, but Batman and Robin, as a kid, I've seen that movie and I was blown away. But now seeing it as an adult, too many ice puns. The Iceman cometh. Let's kick some ice. I mean, what killed the dinosaur? The Ice Age. I do a terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, I know. This here's me, Arnold. Hey, stop whining. Stop being such a pussy. Damn, I am terrible. Overall, if kids are watching this, don't watch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being disrespectful like that. Now, back to the film. The Dark Knight was a great movie. And what was really, really sad, the next year when the Oscars came, Heath Ledger won for Best Supporting Actor as the Joker. And the award was given to his family. Everyone stood up, clapped, clapped, clapped. The movie was great. It was amazing. It was just upsetting that Heath Ledger wasn't there to see all his hard work pay off. And he was the Joker, and he will be the Joker. Now, the reason why I said Batman the Dark Knight, because there is a cartoon version of the Dark Knight. Now, there's part 1 and part 2. Now, in part 1, Batman became the villain when he killed the Joker. And then everyone started hating him, and they decided to call on someone to go after him. And that's where part 2 came in. The person that they asked to go after him was Superman. And here's the thing. As you know, Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent, they were friends. And they know each other's secret. And he was Batman, he was Superman. Now, what was interesting about The Dark Knight, it's called Dark Knight Returns, let you know. Oh, part 2. Man. We've seen Batman fighting Superman in the same armor that we saw in the Batman vs. Superman trailer, Dawn of Justice. Now, he got the upper hand when he had a friend of his shoot an arrow that had kryptonite on it, and he was able to beat him. It was amazing. He said, I want you to know something. After all the years of you living, I want you to remember the one man who beat you. Now, the funny thing about how they fought each other, it was amazing because, as you know, Superman's a god. He has super strength, laser eye, and he can fly. Now, as for Batman, Batman was able to create a suit that would match his strength and have all these weapons that were able to take him down. As for Superman, they were arguing back and forth. They said, the only reason that these people are after me is because I do things that they can't. What kind of authority is that when you don't have the nerve to go after somebody without being afraid? As for Superman, he said it doesn't matter. It's their way, and they can't stand by you doing this all the time. And then he looked at him and said, "Really? Who will they send after you next?" And that's a good question. Well, above all, I would say Christopher Nolan's Batman franchise was the best. Number 2 was Tim Burton, and number 1 was Joel, with a very good Batman Forever and a very bad Batman and Robin. But no, as the Dark Knight Rises, that was the most amazing film ever. You know, a lot of people were hesitant to go because that night before, when people were getting ready to go see this movie, this was in a different state. Some idiot dressed like the Joker, he killed a lot of people. He killed about 10 people and he injured over 100. And everyone was scared. And you know what the funny thing was? For me, when I was standing in line, getting my brother's snacks and drinks, I hear this couple behind me is saying, "Hey, why the hell did you leave me? Stay close. Don't you know what happened at that movie theater?" And I had second thoughts, to tell you guys the truth. And I had my brothers and my brother's wife there. But the only out of all of us, we were concerned about my baby brother Jordan. He was, how old was he? He was about 19 and 20. So, it's just the thought about how people could be that stupid, going into a movie theater and start killing people, and he dressed up like the Joker, is beyond me. I read about him, and he asked, when he was about to go to jail, he asked one question: what happened at the end of The Dark Knight Rises? That's all he cared about. And guess what? Nobody told him. Nobody. Serves him right. He looked deranged and he looked crazy. I can tell you guys that. But like I said, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, those two are both my favorite of the Batman franchise. Seeing a new Joker, seeing a new Two-Face, and then seeing Bane. And that surprise of Talia al Ghul, which that shocked me. That really shocked me. I couldn't believe it. But hey, I think that's why they call it cliffhangers, and they always have some, that's why movies that are really that good, they're full of surprises. Well, everyone, thank you for watching my video and my review on The Dark Knight. And it's kind of hard to believe that I went all the way from all the other Batman films. The one Batman film I haven't talked about, well, actually 2, that was Batman Returns and Batman Begins. Now, Batman Begins, we were introduced to Christian Bale, who was the new Batman, which was great. And also, they picked a really good actor to play Ra's al Ghul, Liam Neeson. Great voice. When you listen to all the words that he's saying, it's like he's teaching you a lesson. And I learned an interesting fact. If he hadn't tried acting, he would have been an English teacher. He was a teacher, and if I remember, in a high school or in a university. And what was amazing is that this guy, he's a great actor, and how he talks, his voice, you would listen to every single word he's gonna say. As for the Scarecrow, that was when I heard Crane, I said, "Oh, that's the Scarecrow." I knew it. I've watched Batman since I was a kid. They had Batman the Animated Series, and my little brother was watching The Batman. that came out in early 2009 or 2010. No, I would say it's 2008. I'm going to go with that. But now, as for Batman Returns, Michael Keaton starred as Batman again and Bruce Wayne. And we were introduced to two new characters. Danny DeVito, who played the Penguin, which it said that it took a lot of hours putting the costume for him, and Batman Returns got an Oscar for Best Makeup. And of course, the lovely Michelle Pfeiffer, who played a very sexy Catwoman. And let me tell you, she played a good Catwoman. I've learned an interesting fact about her role. Her costume was so tight, her mic was actually concealed, and when she was talking, Tim Burton couldn't hear a thing. So as she was talking, she was actually like yelling, like, "Yeah, how you doing?" like that, yelling and talking. But so overall, they did a good job, and Batman Returns was a great film. It had that eerie look, but the music is so amazing. Danny Elfman was the one who composed the music and everything, and he's also the voice of the singing Jack Skellington in The Nightmare Before Christmas. So like I said, the best franchise, in my opinion, is Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises is my favorite. Well, you guys, thank you for watching my videos. If you like me to talk about other films and give you my opinion on these films, be sure to subscribe to my channel or message me on one of my videos. I'm able to see everything. I just got word about the latest video from Big Brother on how they're saying, which side are you on? Are you on Jesse's side, the Juggernaut's side, or are you on Jeffrey's side, Big Brother? For me, I'm a big brother of two, so I'm with Big Brother. I just want to let you guys know. Well, thank you guys for watching my videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channels for new reactions and new videos. Oh, and also, spoiler alert. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows trailer is supposed to come out tomorrow. And if it does, I will make sure you guys will see my reaction as one of the greatest television show superheroes. 4 heroes in a half shell. Alright? Thank you guys for watching my videos, and above all, stay positive.